So this is from Jay Perk on X. Kate Middleton has been diagnosed with cancer. Brutal. I really wish Buckingham Palace would have said this from the start. Instead, he rolled out multiple rounds of obvious lies and altered photographs. As a cancer survivor, my thoughts are certainly with Kate. Cancer sucks. I hope Jay is well, because cancer does suck. My mom passed away from cancer 26 years ago, which is crazy. It's been that long. But the thing that I hate about all forms of cancer is that there never seems to be a cure. Kate right now is going through preventive chemotherapy, so hopefully they've got it early. Um, but like they said, there's no money in the cure. There's money in being sick. So that's a whole different video. But yeah, when it comes to Buckingham Palace and the press, there's two different things going on here. For the Buckingham Palace point of view, it is a tricky situation because you don't, I'm sure Kate, when she found out, because she had surgery before that, and then when she found out she had cancer, I don't think she just wanted to blurt it out. And maybe she did, I don't know. But like she said in her video, she wanted to tell her kids what's going on, and they got three little kids, and they don't know maybe what cancer is. They have heard about it, so that's difficult. William lost his mom, but he was like a teenager when he lost his mom, and his kids are small, so that's a whole different thing. And again, Kate's fine, but you have to think about these things with cancer. Cancer has a way of either it goes really fast, or you get better and you're fine, or it comes back. It's like it's a tricky sickness. So there's a privacy thing there. But Buckingham Palace should have, when this thing first happened, because people haven't seen Kate since Christmas or something like that, they probably should have said, "Hey, Kate is dealing with a health issue, and we'll let you know more later. But please give us privacy, because this is a family issue. But we will let you know later." And then later they could have said something about cancer. You can't hide it. Like the thing about Buckingham Palace is that they've always tried to micromanage things. I think that's what drove Princess Diana crazy. That's what drove Fergie crazy. That's what probably drove Prince Harry crazy. Is that they tend to micromanage everything, and sometimes you can't micromanage stuff. Like back in the day when Queen Elizabeth was young, yeah, you can say like, "Well, this is what it is," and don't ask us any more questions. Yeah, once upon a time you can do that. You can't do that now. From the press point of view, when they was analyzing the photographs of her and the kids, and it's like, "Oh, well, this sweater pattern is different over here," and look at her daughter's thumb. It's like, why are you guys being so intrusive? Evidently, there's something going on they don't want you to know. The British, I love the BBC News, and Skyway News is great too. I don't get to see that too often, but that's there's two sides of British media. There's BBC News, BBC World, BBC America, Sky News, and then there's the other side, the newspapers, the tabloids, and they just dig. And in this case, they didn't dig like they usually dig, but they're still pretty intrusive. When I saw that picture of her and the kids, I just felt like, okay, well, there's a picture of her and the kids. And it's like, no, there's more to this. There's more to this story. The funny thing about the British tabloids is that they go to court so much. Even now, like Prince Harry is suing the British tabloids. I think it's like him and Elton John. I think it came out recently that back in the day, one of the tabloids intercepted phone calls between Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Like they bugged their phones, and this probably goes back to the phone hacking scandal, like back in 2011, when this was during Rupert Murdoch's heyday over there, where they tapped people's phones. This is insane. And even with David Beckham and Victoria Beckham, they sued the British tabloids. Hugh Grant sued the British tabloids. Like, it's crazy. The one thing about our newspapers here, they're not the best sometimes, but there's laws and ethics. And, if you sue a newspaper for especially for privacy, you will lose. And I think they were so laxed over in the UK. They just didn't care. I think they've gotten it. I think they've gotten better, because Rupert Murdoch lost a lot of money during the Sun scandal. phone hacking scandal. So I guess he didn't want to, you know, he wanted to protect himself. But like the closest way we probably came to that, I mean, we had like the National Enquirer and all that stuff, but then we had TMZ. I remember when Michael Jackson died, and I remember there was a photo of Michael Jackson on a gurney in the hospital. I think he was dead. And I was like, wow, that's horrible. And I don't think TMZ's like that anymore. I think where TMZ was in 2009 is totally different than they are now. I mean, they still break stories, they still investigate, but I don't think they're as intrusive as they were, because there's been a lot of people who have passed away over the years. I don't remember TMZ being that intrusive as they were with Michael Jackson. So back to Kate Middleton. Um, here's hoping that she gets better. I hate anybody who has any type of cancer, and she's a young mom, so there's a lot of things going on there. She has William, the husband and wife. They have their own issues, but then she has her kids, and the last thing a mom wants to do is leave her kids behind. Like, I was in my 20s when my mom passed away, and it was hurtful. But even then, my mom was still trying to protect me and my brother, and we were college grads at that point. So I can only imagine if you're Kate and you got these three little kids, the fear that's coming over you at this point. And like I said, hopefully everything turns out okay. But you have to think about these things. And I think she's only like 42. So if you haven't been, ladies and guys too, but for ladies this time around, make sure you get screened. Um, Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, like just make sure you get everything checked out, because you could be walking around like everything is fine, and they'll tell you, oh, by the way, you have this. And also, heart too. There's a lot of ladies who have heart attacks, and we don't talk about these things. So it's sad that Kate has cancer. I think this might be uh, a blessing in disguise. So maybe some other women out there can go out there and get themselves checked out to make sure they're healthy, and who knows, maybe somebody's life has been saved, because of this story, and they went to get themselves checked. And guys too, guys, go to the doctor. Guys have a bad habit of, okay, I'll be fine. It's like, no, just go. We I know it can be expensive, right? So again, if you can afford to go to the doctor, if you have a free health screening, it's springtime. They'll be having free health screenings someplace. Go to those free health screenings, get yourself checked out, because I want all you to be healthy and strong.